Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, and then at 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Guys, today we're talking about motivation. What are your motivations and how do you figure those out and how can they best serve you as a means to push you towards your goals and objectives? So thanks for joining us. If you're new, you can go to productivethroughjoy.com to see about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. We have a series of really powerful workshops, webinars, offerings, master memoirs. It's all there. If you're interested, holler. Also, if you're like the show, please subscribe below. Allow me to say a few words about myself for those of you who are new. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher, author of the New York Times bestseller Raising Fences, author of the acclaimed historical novel Americas, author of the Pulitzer Prize nominated Animating Black and Brown Liberation. I am the board president of a wonderful nonprofit here called the World Stage, here in LA, called the World Stage, which is in LA's Crenshaw District in Leimert Park. 7 days a week when we're not in COVID, of extraordinary programming for youth and adults primarily. Kind of a balance, primarily adults, but we have a really great youth jazz programming arm as well. So my educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergrad, my master's from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature from the University of California at Riverside. Guys, I'm an expert at being productive, right? I don't say that to brag or boast. I say it because people are oftentimes surprised to hear this level of productivity when they hear my crazy background. I am the product of a young girl really, who was assaulted at age 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption to a single divorcee, but at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Yo, difficult times for the young MD at his cool Modi famously said, "How you like me now?" Right? And if I can be this productive and be so through joy, I know other people can in their own way, in their own lane. And that really inspires this show because I know it's not where you're from. It's where you're about to go. So thanks for joining me here. Let's dive into the topic. So we're talking today, guys, about motivation. And point one is, you want to think about like what's motivating you. Sometimes because we are just trying to survive or respond and react to the crazy that has happened under the current president, that honestly, reflection isn't always the first thing you want to do. You're just trying to survive or eat some ice cream. Just to that's what I do. Just for that, emotionally eat some pizza just to get through the day. I've had so many of those days during this presidency. And then when COVID hit too, just trying to, how can I just get through this day? That may mean that may mean eating like 8 donuts, whatever, So I get that, but when that happens, when that begins to be a frequent activity, we are less inclined to be reflective, right? We're just trying to survive, watch TV, watch the news on repeat, and so we encourage people to think about what's motivating you. And point two is how do you connect that motivation to your actions, right? So there are a few techniques. So I'll just give you one of mine. So you probably can see behind me my daughter when she was 2. I have pictures of my family, like many people do around the house here. And in the mornings when I get up, I go to members of my family, and they're still asleep as they are now. And I say the following phrase: I am strong, I am brave, strong, in abundance for, in this case, my baby Harlem, right? I go through my family photos around the house. It takes a little bit, but just to remind me every day that here's why I'm up at so early in the morning doing all this work. It's taken me a while to kind of get into that habit because it's a little time consuming, but it's a good reminder to connect my motivations to my actions, which goes right to point 3. Once you can, and in my experience, like if I don't do it, I don't have the same emotional connection between my motivating kids and the work that I'm doing, which goes into point 3. As you live this lifestyle, it's really a lifestyle. I find you have to, and it could just be me. Maybe my heart's just not soft enough. I have to really work at this stuff, or it doesn't really work. So I'll be like, I'm about to eat some donuts, you know. But once you can begin to work it up and make it a part of your lifestyle, you're going to see, like today, I got up a little bit late today. I don't even recall turning my alarm off. I just know, man, my alarm didn't. Why is it? What time is it? You know how that happens. Sometimes you're like, what happened? Did my alarm even go off? I don't even recall it going off. But I got up and I was like, oh, I was a little frustrated with myself for not getting up on time. I thought I can just get back in bed. I'm already up late, you know. And I was like, no, I'm going to. I've got some things I'm working on in my life. I'm going to stay up, handle business, and I recall that that motivation thing kicked in. I went and kissed the pictures of my family, and I was like, you know what? Thank God for these spiritual practices. As you begin to live this lifestyle, it kicks in even when you fall short or you are weak or you just tired. You're again looking for that box of donuts. You're like, no, I'm going to do. I'm going to do the right thing today, and it is a tremendous help because some days you're gonna not be at your best. It's like playing basketball. I'm a big basketball fan, but the Lakers are my squad. And watching LeBron, watching the Lakers, our team, we have a bomb squad this year, better than last year. Um, and just watching the team having play these NBA games with no fans in the stands. I mean, it's hard to get motivated, especially on defense. It's harder. It's just more difficult to not play in front of fans. I'm not sure if you ever played sports, but fans, it's just the energy of all those people. It just really it gives you power and energy, and that can carry you when you don't really feel like pushing yourself. The fans can carry you to the next level. In the NBA with no fans, I can already see happening what's going to happen for a lot of those younger teams. They're going to struggle because they rely upon those fans to get up and do what needs to be done. For the veteran teams and teams that have good leadership, like we do, we'll be all right, and that may even help us again win this next championship. So you can win your own championship in life by connecting your motivation to things that are important to you and allowing that to carry you to victory. Like the Lakers, boom, goes the dynamite. That's all we have for today's show. We'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.